I would ever sit there and feel, we wish we were in a plural relationship. The question in my head is like, are we going to try for, to live plural marriage again?
He could sell the 2-acre piece he and Robyn on and the 5 acres.
There's a few things that I will fight for, and this is one of them.
I'm not trying to rip you off, Meri. Let's all imagine in Janelle's head, because Janelle feels like, oh, I got divorced, so I deserve something. So are you excited about this?
No, not at all.
Welcome back to my channel. It's Friday, February 7th, 2025. I hope you're having an amazing day. If you're wondering whether Meri Brown is finally realizing that Robyn Brown manipulated the family, lied to her, and deceived everyone, while also beginning to acknowledge what viewers have been saying for the past 15 years as she distances herself from the family, then yes, that would be correct. It seems some of the criticisms we've directed towards Meri for sticking up for Robyn are finally melting away, since she is now starting to see things from a whole other perspective. I feel like this happened after Meri moved out from Cody. Once she made the decision to move to Utah and separate from Cody, she was finally able to create some distance between herself and Robyn. This woman who had spent years poking at her, manipulating her, and convincing her to hold on to the family. Robyn has made some outlandish claims over the years about how close she is to Meri and how much she wanted Meri to remain in the family, but none of it ever really added up. For years, Robyn worked to prevent Meri from leaving the family, playing the role of Meri's best friend on the show, while cracks in their relationship had existed from the very start. Back in season 1, Meri admitted that she felt abandoned by Robyn. When they first met, Meri believed they were friends, but the moment Robyn and Cody became involved, Robyn vanished. And now, this season, we're learning that Cody and Robyn actually met before Meri was ever introduced to Robyn. For years, Cody and Robyn misled Meri into believing that she alone had orchestrated their introduction. Meri was deceived and manipulated by both Robyn and Cody for well over a decade, so it's incredible to watch her begin to untangle the web of control. When you're caught in the middle of gaslighting, manipulation, and being used by a narcissist, thinking clearly becomes almost impossible. They keep you in a constant state of instability, making you question your own reality and believe that you're the one who's losing it. Robyn never desired that Meri walk out, however, simultaneously wasn't really invested in a connection with her at all. Along the years, Meri has spoken at how Robyn might go months or even years where she wouldn't even text Meri back or would let calls drop without returning while on camera, for all to witness. Robyn was pronouncing her undying love with a claim, "I belong to this family for you." But behind all that, nothing ever made it into reality. Their off-screen life was virtually non-existent. It was all just for show. And Meri, determined always to see the good in everybody, kept reaching out. Meri didn't want to admit to what was happening to her. She probably couldn't bring herself to believe it because she had been assured that she was the one who brought Robyn into his family. She had been convinced that she traded her marriage to Cody for Robyn's kids. Probably the last thing she would want to do was admit that she had been conned. And who would? Coming to terms with this kind of deception is one of the hardest realizations, especially when you pride yourself on your intelligence and your ability to judge people's character. And yet, after all these years, she's now facing the truth. The public wasn't wrong about Robyn. So, as the new season unfolds, Meri is starting to reassess everything. When she talks about Robyn's manipulation and acknowledges that people have called Robyn manipulative, I sometimes wonder, has she been paying attention to fan feedback? Or is she hearing this from people in her own life? Maybe some of the older kids, maybe family members, friends, or even former members of the church she's affiliated with. Who exactly is she relying on to get her support now? Is Meri hearing people in her life telling her that Robyn manipulated her, or is she just sucking up the criticism from the show? Because honestly, we are only seeing a small portion of their lives. We only see a little fragment of what they have actually experienced, and besides that, We only know if they are willing to say so. And let's be real, Cody and Robyn both have a history of lying about virtually everything. One of the most enlightening parts of this season has been seeing Meri finally stop covering for Cody and Robyn. That makes me wonder, was she defending them because she still believed in polygamy? Or was she just trying to see the best in them? Because people within the family, like Janelle, Mykelti, and Gwendolyn, have all described Meri as incredibly naive, overly trusting, and always wanting to believe the best in others. That is so different from what she has portrayed on the show, where she has been characterized as this cold, vindictive, and mean-spirited woman. Even Janelle, being out of the situation now, has started to feel sympathetic for Meri. In the last episode, she said that all she wants is for Meri to finally find happiness. She felt deep sadness about everything Meri went through, the years of mistreatment by Cody, and even other family members. Christine feels the same after witnessing everything Cody put Meri through. So, is Meri really this terrible, heartless person? Or was it all part of a smear campaign by Cody? Did he push this narrative about Meri mistreating the children just to shift attention away from his own behavior? Because sure, maybe Meri did discipline in ways that were common in their belief system. But if so, was that used as a scapegoat to cover up Cody's own actions? Cody has done much worse, and if Meri ever did those things, wasn't it because Cody dictated how discipline should be handled within the family? He was always the one setting the rules for Meri and the other wives. And wouldn't it be convenient for Cody to have a scapegoat? So, when tensions rise and family members start leaving, the blame shifts entirely onto Meri. Suddenly, the children are pointing fingers at her and labeling her the villain. The interesting thing here is that nobody in the family labeled Meri as abusive until Robyn came into the picture. Therefore, if the supposed mistreatment of the kids by Meri was only a matter of discussion after Robyn joined the family, then does that not raise some very serious questions? Was Meri really abusive? Or was this some sort of narrative pushed by Robyn? Let's be clear. I don't condone any form of child discipline that causes harm. I'm not here to defend corporal punishment. But what I won't accept is a calculated smear campaign designed to shift attention away from Cody's actions. If Robyn swooped in and managed to convince everyone that Meri was the problem, that she was the one hurting people, then what better way to plant seeds of doubt in an already fractured family? If there was anything going on between Meri and other people before this show started, Robyn lit the fire under that for sure, providing people with plenty of ammunition to fight back against her. She painted herself as a hero to get the kids on her side when that's clearly not what was happening. We don't know what Meri did, and fine. Maybe it wasn't exactly stellar, but Cody was certainly worse. It's even more telling that Peyton, while calling out Meri, can also admit, without hesitation, that his own father punched him in the mouth, paddled him, and that he deserved it. So, within this family, discipline was normalized based on the parents' rules. And if all the moms were supposed to share responsibility in raising the kids, then what was Meri's role? Was she a mother to them, or was she always meant to be an outsider? Exactly. Robyn's actions completely contradict everything she's ever claimed about polygamy and her supposed struggles. If she truly needed Meri to stay in this family, why is she still there years after Meri left? The answer is simple: because she was never in it for the polygamy. She wanted Cody to herself, and now that she has him, she is staying in a $1 million home all comfortably, with the other wives and their kids having to look after themselves. Exactly. This is the definition of a double standard. If Meri is a parent, then, or even if, she should be treated the same way as Cody. If the family system or discipline was set for this family a certain way, why is Cody let off while Meri is demonized? It's like Cody can do what he wants, and it's okay. Think about it. Cody has threatened to punch people in the mouth multiple times. He's said it to Peyton, to his own friend Nathan, and probably to others we don't even know about. And when Peyton outright says that Cody punched him in the mouth, how hard is it to believe this was just one time? If he's okay talking about it now, then how many times did it have to happen first? This whole thing feels like a perfectly choreographed distraction. If Cody and Robyn can make people believe that Meri is the real villain, then immediately the spotlight falls on her. She's blamed, and nobody cares about what Cody did. Nobody called Robyn into question. It's classical deflection shake the world's conscience about something else so that Cody and Robyn can just walk away. And Robyn? She sits down with Meri and feeds her this manipulative line about how she's actually the family scapegoat. But everyone knows that's not true. Robyn has never been the scapegoat. She's been part of the smear campaign against Meri from the start. She's just playing the victim, twisting the narrative so that Meri continues to doubt herself and believe the lies. It's a textbook example of manipulation, and unfortunately, Meri spent years believing it. And then, let's talk about hypocrisy. One of his minor children in Utah he has deserted, no child support, no health insurance, and nothing. Robyn's kids get everything. They have a father who is fully present, paying the bills, supporting them, and ensuring they have a comfortable life. Meanwhile, other kids from his past marriages are struggling, and Robyn is completely fine with it. She doesn't push Cody to step up. She doesn't advocate for fairness because she benefits from the imbalance. Classic manipulation. She made Meri believe that she needed her around, even when she knew darn tootin' she wasn't going anywhere, even if Meri left. She just needed to keep Meri around long enough to make sure that Cody never wavered in his devotion to her. And now that she's secured her spot as the only wife, she continues playing the victim while enjoying every privilege that comes with being the favorite. It's honestly infuriating how Robyn paints herself as the struggling, misunderstood wife while living in luxury and watching Cody abandon his other children. If she truly believed in fairness, if she truly valued family, she wouldn't be okay with this blatant neglect. But she is, because she got what she wanted. This breakdown is right on the money. Robyn and Cody kept the other wives isolated and in the dark for years with their manipulation tactics. If Meri, Christine, and Janelle had been able to openly communicate and compare experiences, they would have seen through the lies and control much sooner. But Cody and Robyn played them all against each other, ensuring that they never fully united, because that would have been a threat to their power dynamic. It's actually satisfying to see Meri wake up to the reality of it all. This is someone who's been used as a pawn in one thing and another for as long as she's allowed it to keep appearances up, financially support the family, or just be a backup whenever Cody and Robyn needed her. And Robyn's little fake friendship with her? Another manipulation just to keep Meri loyal and keep her blind to what was really happening. Now that the women are walking out, the truth is surfacing, and Robyn's ways are all being exposed. It's going to be very interesting to see how she reacts when she finally realizes she cannot control the narrative anymore. Meri finally stepping away and realizing how she had let somebody play her on is a huge shift. And I want to know how this will all work out too. Robyn and Cody have depended on lies too long, and now the consequences of that are coming back to haunt them. What do you think will happen next? 40.